Good afternoon, ma. In this class, we start the third unit revision class. Okay, ma. So the third unit name is Input Output Organization. If you see the contents in this unit, the first one is accessing I/O devices, interrupts, direct memory access, buses, interface circuits, standard I/O interfaces. These are the main contents here. If you see the computer block diagram, in that the main parts are here. Input output system is a central processing unit, that is the processor. In the processor, cache memory is a main memory system. Okay, ma? Here we are giving the instruction set depending on our task which is required. Okay, that instruction sets will be giving to the processor. Okay, ma? Here, if you see the diagram, what is the operation of this diagram? The first one is the input system. From the input system, we are giving the input to the processor. Okay, ma? That means if you are taking any program that contains a sequence of instructions, okay? That means all the instructions and all the data will be stored in memory. ఓకే మనం ఇప్పుడు ఒక ప్రోగ్రామ్ చూసాం అనుకున్నామా అందులో మనం ఇన్స్ట్రక్షన్స్ రాస్తాం నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ డిపెండింగ్ ఆన్ అవర్ టాస్క్ మనకి ఏదైతే ఆపరేషన్ కావాలో దాన్ని బేస్ చేసుకొని మనకి ఇన్స్ట్రక్షన్స్ వస్తాయి ఆ ఇన్స్ట్రక్షన్స్ అన్నిటిని మనం స్టోర్ చేసుకోవాలి ఎక్కడ స్టోర్ చేస్తాం మెయిన్ మెమరీలో సేవ్ చేసుకుంటాం ఓకేనా నెక్స్ట్ డేటా విచ్ ఈస్ రిక్వైర్డ్ టు ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ ద ఇన్స్ట్రక్షన్ దట్ డేటా ఈస్ ఆల్సో స్టోర్డ్ ఇన్ మెయిన్ మెమరీ ఓకేమా So suppose if we want to take the data, that is if you want to retrieve the instructions, the same instructions repeatedly, then what we can do, that type of instructions are stored in this cache memory. Okay, ma, whenever we want the instructions repeatedly, then we are taking the instructions from this cache memory only. Okay. No need to go to the main memory. Suppose if the instructions are not found in this cache memory, then only we are going to the main memory and retrieve the data with which whatever we require. Okay. So that data will be taking and the instructions will be taking by this processor and execution will be done here. And execution will be done in the processor. Okay, ma, the output will be getting, that output will be giving to the output system. Actually, this is the procedure we are following in the computer. Okay, ma. See the first one, accessing I/O devices. Here, I/O devices in the sense input-output devices. Generally, what are the devices we are taking for the input? Keyboard, mouse. Okay, like that. Output devices means monitor, printer, speakers. Okay, ma. So these are the output devices. Here, this is the bus. What is the purpose of bus here? The purpose of bus means that is having some set of lines. Each line transfers one bit information. Okay, ma. That bus creates a communication path between the two devices. Okay, ma. Two devices madhya manaki communication path create cheyali ante bus ni use cheskuntam. Okay, here I/O device 1, I/O device 2, and so on, I/O device n. Okay, the processor memory. Here I/O devices means here we are taking number of I/O devices. Suppose our computer is a So for that computer, we connect monitors, next monitor, printer, speakers. Okay, ma. Suppose any machine, Xerox machine is there. Okay, ma. Like that, we are connecting number of devices. So if we want to take the printing, then that printer is activated. Suppose if we want to listen some audio, then speakers are activated. Okay, like that. So depending on our requirement, we are taking that output device and that will be activated. Okay, Amma. So here we are using single bus only. The bus enables all the devices connected to it to exchange information. Okay, Amma, to exchange information. Typically, the bus consists of 3 sets of lines. What are the sets of lines? And you remember, in the first unit, we learned bus structure, address lines, data lines, control lines. Okay, Amma. Based on address lines, what we can know? The total memory capability of the processor. 16 number of address lines are there. Totally memory locations are 2 power 16. 20 number of address lines are there. The total memory locations are 2 per 20. That is 1 megabyte. Okay. Data lines means that says the word length of the processor. Okay, ma. Next, control lines. Control lines means all the activities are coordinated by the control lines. Okay. Here, each IO device is assigned a unique set of addresses. Here, we are connecting number of IO devices. So for each IO device, we are giving some address. That is compulsory unique. Okay, amma, unique ga undali. Manam iche addresses anni unique ga ibbali each IO device ki. Okay na? Next, here we are taking the IO mapping. That is memory mapped IO. Memory mapped IO means here devices and memory share an address space. That means devices, those are IO devices, and memory share an address space. Okay. IO, that is input output, looks just like memory read or write. Okay, ma. Whether we read the data from the memory or write the data into the memory. Okay. No special commands for IO. Large selection of memory access commands available. This is depending on our requirement. Okay. Next, isolated IO. That is separate address spaces. That means devices and memory uses separate address space. Here, the same address space is used in memory mapped IO. Okay, ma. Need IO or memory select lines. Special commands for IO. Here, some limited set of commands are there. Okay. If you are taking the memory mapped IO here, when IO devices and the memory share the same address space, that arrangement is called a memory mapped IO. Okay, ma? See here. Suppose here, how the data transfer between the IO devices means. See here, move data in comma R naught. What is the meaning here? Move data in comma R naught. That is, whatever the data present in this data in register, that will be transferred to R0 register. This R0 is present in processor. This R0 is called processor register. Okay, Amma? So whatever the data present in this data in register, that will be transferred to R0. Okay? That means this is like input. Next, move R0 comma data out. That is, whatever the data present in processor register R0 is transferred to data out register. Okay, Amma? This is like output. that is write operation. Here some processors have special in and out instructions to perform IO transfer. Okay, ma? To perform IO transfer, processors have special in and out instructions. Here IO interface for an input device. Okay, ma, here the bus will be considered. For this bus, we are having address lines, data lines, and control lines. Okay, ma. Here, address decoder will be connected to address lines. Control circuits will be connected to control lines. Data and status registers will be connected to data lines. Here, input device will be there. From this input device, we are giving the input. Okay, ma. Here, what is the address decoder? See here, the address decoder, the data and status registers and the control circuitry required to coordinate IO transfers constitute the device's interface circuit. Okay, amma. So, ante devices madhya manaki coordinate and how the data transfer will be from which device to which device. Okay, so that will be taking by using the interface circuit. The next topic is interrupts. Okay, amma. Generally, what is meant by an interrupt? Here, if we are taking the program that is having the number of instructions. Okay, amma. So the program will be executed line by line from first instruction, second instruction like this. Suppose if the controller jumps to any other position, okay, that means that breaks the normal flow of execution, that is sequential flow of execution here. Then we are saying interrupt is occurred here. Interrupt is nothing but some disturbance in the normal flow of execution of a program. Okay, ma? So here that interrupt will be taking. Here to avoid the processor being not performing any useful computation, a hardware signal called an interrupt to the processor can do it. Okay, amma? Okay, to avoid the processor being not performing any useful computation, that is calculation, useful calculation. Here we are using some hardware signal that is called interrupt. Okay, ma. Here at least one of the bus control lines called an interrupt request line. Okay, some control lines are there in the bus. So at least one of the bus control lines called an interrupt request line is usually dedicated for this purpose. Okay, ma. Take one interrupt request line here. Okay, here an interrupt service routine usually is needed and is executed when an interrupt request is issued. Okay, amma. Suppose here this is the main program. Okay, here some subprogram will be there. That will be the interrupter. This subprogram is called interrupt service routine, ISR. ఓకే అమ్మా, మెయిన్ ప్రోగ్రామ్ ఇలా ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ అవుతుంది కదా. ఇక్కడికి రాగానే సపోజ్ మనకి ఇంటరప్ట్ వచ్చింది అనుకున్నమ్మా, దెన్ ద కంట్రోలర్ గోస్ టు ద ఇంటరప్ట్ అండ్ స్టార్ట్స్ ఎగ్జిక్యూషన్ ద ఇంటరప్ట్ సర్వీస్ రొటీన్. ఆఫ్టర్ కంప్లీటింగ్ ద ఇంటరప్ట్ సర్వీస్ రొటీన్ అగైన్ అండ్ ద కంట్రోలర్ గోస్ టు ది మెయిన్ ప్రోగ్రామ్. కంట్రోలర్ అనేది మళ్ళీ మెయిన్ ప్రోగ్రామ్ దగ్గరికి వెళ్ళిపోతుంది. ఓకే అమ్మా. So on the other hand, the processor must inform the device that its request has been recognized. Okay, ma, its request has been recognized so that it may remove its interrupt request signal. Okay, interrupt request signal. So here an interrupt acknowledge signal serves this function. That means whenever we are giving the interrupt signal request, then the processor give the result whether that will be accessed that interrupt or not. Okay, that will be the interrupt acknowledge signal. Okay, ma. See here, this is the program one. So from the starting, first instruction, second instruction, like this executed. At this instruction, what happened? Interrupt will be occurred. Interrupt occurs here at ith instruction. Okay, ma. So whenever interrupt occurs, the controller goes to the interrupt. After completing this total subprogram, that is ISR, interrupt service routine. Okay, Amma, after completing this total interrupt service routine program, again the controller goes to the main program. Okay, Amma, Mali controller అనేది main program దగ్గరికి వస్తుంది. Again starts the execution. Okay, in this way the interrupt will be executed. Here take the interrupt service routine and subroutine. Okay, Amma, both are same. Subroutine means like subprogram we are saying. Here in this concept we are saying the same as interrupt. Okay, Amma. Here treatment of an interrupt service routine is very similar to that of a subroutine. Okay, ma. See here. Treatment of an interrupt service routine is very similar to that of a subroutine, like this. This is subroutine or interrupt. Okay, the in the flow of execution of the program, whenever that interrupt will be occurred, suppose otherwise, whenever we call the subroutine program, then the controller goes to there. After completing this interrupt service routine, then only the controller goes to the main program. Okay, ma. In this way we are taking the subroutine. See here, a subroutine performs a function required by the program from which it is called. Okay, the interrupt service routine may not have anything in common with the program being executed at the time the interrupt request is received. Okay, ma. What is the interrupt latency here? See here, the information that needs to be saved and restored typically includes the condition code flags and the contents of any registers used by both the interrupted program and the interrupt service routine. That is, this is the interrupted program. This is interrupt service routine. Okay. Saving registers also increases the delay between the time an interrupt request is received and the start of execution of the interrupt service routine. The delay is called interrupt latency. That means here at this point the interrupt will be occurred. Okay, ma, interrupt occur avagane em chestundi? Interrupt service routine దగ్గరికి వెళ్ళిపోతుంది. ఎంత టైం తీసుకుంటుంది? How much time it takes from this main program, that is the controller goes from this main program to the interrupt service routine. That time is called the interrupt latency. Okay, ma. See here, saving registers also increases the delay between the time an interrupt request is received. Okay, ma, and the start of execution of the interrupt service routine. This delay is called as interrupt latency. Totally, we know what is the interrupt here. Okay, ma. Enabling and disabling interrupts means whenever the interrupt request, here see, the interrupt request can come at any time. That is depending on our requirement only. Okay, ma. It may alter the sequence of events from that investigated by the programmer. Okay, see here. Enabling and disabling interrupts. Enabling and disabling interrupts. Here, the interrupt request signal will be active until it learns that the processor has responded to its request. Okay, ma? Processor respond ayyenta varaku request ki. Okay, the interrupt request signal will be active. Let the interrupt be disabled or enabled in the interrupt service routine. Whenever the interrupt will be disabled means that will be come out from the interrupt service routine. Enabled means that will goes to the interrupt service routine. Okay, ma? Here, let the processor automatically disable interrupts before starting the execution of the interrupt service routine. Okay, before starting the execution of the interrupt service routine. Okay, Amma. So that is about the enabling and disabling interrupts. The next one is interrupt hardware. Interrupt hardware. See here, the interrupt request will be giving from each device. Okay, Amma. The interrupt request 1, interrupt request 2, interrupt request 3. Like this, the interrupt request will be giving to the processor. Okay, Amma. So here we are taking the drain voltage, the resistor will be there. Okay, ma. Here, whenever the interrupt request 1, this switch is closed, then the interrupt request 1 will be goes to the processor. Okay, ma. Like that, interrupt request 2. Switch is closed, then the request 2 will be goes to the processor. Okay, ma. Like that, if you are taking the INTR is equal to interrupt request 1 plus interrupt request 2 and so on interrupt request n. Okay, this is the interrupt hardware. Next, handling multiple devices. Handling multiple devices. Suppose multiple devices gives the